Cloud Climber. We are going to play some Cloud Climber. Play. I'm just waking up.
Another day has arrived. I'd best get my water before going to work.
Yeah, I'm thirsty. Glad my guy let's. Whenever do you guys get up, in the morning and you're like, I'm thirsty. I should get some water. You ever just tell yourself that? Stan Diary, page 149. I may need to get to the neighboring tower in the future, but I know the other builders keep the entrance to the bridge locked. I saw a key on the table at the top of our tower a few weeks ago before I went to get more building supplies. I haven't been up there in a few days, so I'll need to check if it unlocks the bridge door. If the other towers ever become vacant, I might need to get across, so I'll have to keep this in mind. Alright. Why? I could just use this one? No, this is my water bucket. This one is my sitting on the table bucket. That's what that is. Oh, which door?
Construction on the last tower stopped weeks ago. I can only assume that the builders have met their fate by now. I believe it's safe enough for me to go and continue building higher yet from where they left off. I'll need to travel across the other two towers to get there, but I'm sure I can find a way.
I'll find a way. I always find a way. This door's just locked. I picked the right one. That doesn't happen very often. My 50-50 is wrong 90% of the time. Can't go down. Unless I can. Oh, okay, I can. I was a little scared there. Alright. Which way do I go up, though? Let's go this way. These graphics kind of remind me of like The Walking Dead. Bernie the Great and Terrible. Page 69. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Yeah. For months we've been building faster than ever. Yet it seems as if every time we complete a new level, the clouds raise higher and higher. I could have sworn we were close to them decades ago. We're still not done yet. I can only hope that we're getting close. Signed, Bernie the Great and Terrible. So, they're building these towers to get away from the clouds, or are they trying to get higher than the clouds? They want to just be higher than the clouds? So we'll find out. Here's another note. So much reading. That's up a lot. Joey Diary, page 420. Wow, guys. Okay. Now it's on purpose. I mean, I thought 69 was like, oh, okay. But 420, now it's on purpose. It's on purpose. I like it. I've been building all day long, and Bernie the Great and Terrible has been sitting on his butt, acting as foreman. AKA, he doesn't do any work, and drinks all our water. I've started locking my water chest, just in case he really does think he's above us all. Oh, that's why. That's why. Maybe there was already water in that, I couldn't really see, but maybe there was already water in my bucket. Collecting some wood here. It's just a room. Let's get to the next level. Backwards, look at that. Yeah, who does that? Well, Bernie the Great and Terrible. He seems to be a real jerk. We continue upward. These towers, for some reason, like remind me of like a Chinese, like emperor tower thing. I don't know. They just have like a Chinese vibe to them. which is cool. You know, cool in my opinion. It's a nice brick key. Bridge door key added. Door key. Bridge door key. Oh, over here. No, we can't go up there. They don't like ladders in this game. Not in this game, they say. But this door was locked, so I'm assuming I found the right door. Yay! And a note and a bed. Edna Diary, page 36. That's it all. I can't believe today is the 100th anniversary of our tower. I know others have been building much longer, and now I wish our grandparents had taken this whole thing more seriously. 100 years ago, they decided things were getting dangerous, but why didn't they see the problem 200 years ago? Or even longer? I'm still glad they started building, but I just wish we had seen this coming. You know, hindsight 2020, everyone doesn't take things seriously like the first warnings, you know. No one
It's
does.
been quite some time since I was on the second tower. I haven't crossed this bridge since the builders became greedy and took the supplies that were meant to come to our tower. Just like all the other towers, its inhabitants quickly grew desperate and aggressive. Now it stands empty.
Oh. Kyle Diary, page 45. I guess I knew this day would come, but I didn't expect it to come this soon. Yesterday we started extreme rationing of our water. A few days back, we stopped getting supplies from the ground crew on our lift. We can only assume that they stolen the supplies for themselves, ran out of water and food sources, or simply died. If we don't get into the clouds soon, we might need to see if we can get some from one of our neighboring towers. Also, I guess they're just going into the clouds to find water. I mean, you know, it makes sense. I mean, honestly, this kind of reminds me of this movie I just watched, which is really, really good, called The Platform. And it's almost like, you know, everyone has their own, like, you know, level, and food comes down, and they have to ration it well. And the higher you are, the better it is. And this tower thing kind of seems like a ration thing, and then if you don't, obviously, if you run out, you gotta go to someone else's tower, try to get their water or something, or borrow it. Hopefully borrow it. But it's interesting. I like this so far. Bertha Diary, page 9,825. Wow, that's a lot of pages. What else do you do up here? Dear Diary, wouldn't it be ironic if it rained now after decades of building? Oh, so it doesn't rain anymore. Okay. Now would be the perfect time, since we just started rationing our supplies more. But I have a good feeling about this. I know I've never seen rain myself, but grandmother always told me how wonderful it felt. It would be so surreal to be on the ground and see water for miles instead of desert and wasteland. I'm sure it will rain someday when we just need to survive until then. So it just doesn't rain anymore. That is interesting. I like that too. That was a good
They installed a rope cart on this level to get to the third tower. I should be able to use it to get across.
I probably should be able to. Here's a chest. Makes me think there's gonna be a key somewhere. Which I'll try to find out in the next level. Kyle Diary, page 46. I tried to be reasonable. I tried to talk with them, but those greedy little scumbags on Tower 1 don't want to share their supplies with us. I'm not going to die miles above the ground, drying up like a raisin, while other people watch. I'm going over there tonight to take everything I need, so I can last long enough to watch everyone else die. Whoa. Kyle. Come on, man. Don't be a Kyle. Come on, Kyle. Don't be a Kyle. I understand he's got no drywall to punch for a long time, so it's just these boards of wood. They need it too much, so can't do it. He's limited. Sauce. swirly stairs. Swirly whirly. Interesting. Just the tip of the tower. So I guess there's like everybody building their own towers. You can kind of work as a community, but it's at the same time it's kind of like, hey, if I get there and I get water, too bad if you don't. Maybe. There's no key for that chest. I wish there was. That's okay. Let's just try to do this. Maybe he'll tell me to go up and say, I can't do it. No, you know what? There's gotta be. I'm gonna check again. I'm gonna check one more time. Why wouldn't there be a key? They kind of blend in. I mean, everything's the same color. Like these look like bricks, and yet they're the same color as the wood. I could see the key being up here, but it doesn't appear to be. Oh well. That sound. It's like terrifying and yet, realistic. Alright. With no one doing that, I'm doing this.
I could almost call this place beautiful if these dust storms weren't so suffocating.
Yeah, I'm probably breathing in a lot of this.
I hope I find what I'm looking for at the fourth tower.
Some water. I feel like that's all I'm looking for, right? It's a weird sound. What's going on here? Alright. Oh dang. Page 1, wow. I couldn't be more frustrated right now. Running out of water, running out of building supplies, and Carl just won't get along with me. At least 5 times a day he pretends he's going to push me off the tower. I swear, if I do fall someday, it'll be his fault. Yeah, it sounds like what people would do. I mean, there's nothing else to do. Joey Diary, page 556. Yesterday, Hadang, kind of saying that so wrong. Hadang fell off the tower. I don't know how it happened, but it was a shame, especially since he had the key to most of our water chests. We'll need to break the lock once open soon, since we've almost emptied out the other chests. Oh jeez, I can't read. That is sad. That's really sad. Just from that one note, I was already invested in Hadang, and then all of a sudden, he was like, "Bye." Not his fault, I'm sure. It's probably one guy's fault. Carl Diary, page 57. I just can't get over it. Hadang gives the absolute best reactions when I mess with him. For the past week, I've been pretending to get mad and shove my arms at him, as if to push him off the tower. I don't think this will ever get old, and I can tell Hadang loves it. Carl. I know I'm saying Hadang so wrong. But Carl. I gotta check downstairs. I went the wrong way. I gotta check everywhere. You don't know me. I know me. Maybe you do know me. If you know me, congrats. Wait, wasn't there downstairs? On the other side? Oh, you can't go downstairs, can you? From this way, you can't. From this way, you can't. I'm sorry, I'm wasting everybody's time. In the meantime, while I climb back up. Alright, back to where we should have been. Oh, what am I? I'm sorry. Anyway, okay, this chest is locked. 2 chests locked in a row, and I haven't found a key. Boards. Stack of planks. They're not boards, they're planks.
Looks like I'll need to fix this bridge.
Boop. Bop. Beep. Boop. Burp. Beep, bop, boop. Yeah, alright. Good at building.
It's hard to believe that I'm the last one here. I never thought it would end like this. Makes you wonder what the whole point was in the first place.
What happened, everybody? They all just fell? Note of ambition. Out of everyone on this earth, our families were the only ones who took the water crisis seriously. We were the ones who started building. We were mocked and told we were insane. We were the ones who everyone looked to when the lakes and rivers dried up. Our blueprints were the ones used. Where did use come from? Were the ones that were stolen as people became desperate. Out of everyone on this earth, we are the ones who deserve to survive. The clouds are brimming with liquid life, but are still so evasive. We've been building for a long time, but we're not done yet. We have farther to go. We will climb the clouds, son of Zilkar. Wow, so, like I said, you know, it's, you never take it seriously, and the people who are the ones that are really preparing for something like that, they're the ones ahead of the game, and yet ones that are told that they're crazy and insane. And it's sad. Listen to your parents, listen to your elders. Sometimes they're right, you know. You might feel you're right about something, but consider it, you know, be considerate. Think about it. Dewey Diary, page 490. This evening, Kevin made a really cheesy speech about how we alone will prevail, and how we're the only descendants of the great ones who deserve life. It was honestly the cringiest speech I've ever heard, and that's really saying a lot considering the other stuff he's been saying lately. He also keeps referring to himself in the third person and only responds to us if we call him son of Zilkar. Wow. Okay. Though there's so many buckets and he's like, I gotta take my bucket though. This is my bucket. I'm gonna still play by the rules. Use my bucket. This is my water bucket. This ladder? Can't climb it. We only climb stairs. Pretty high up here. I don't think there's any tower bigger than this one then, huh? Nice rope. The hammer. Oh, I can pick up that saw? Okay. I want some wood. Alright. What's over here? So we got a chest. I wonder if I would have been able to pick up these ones. Probably not. Alright. Up the swirly stairs. Gotta find a key. Oh. Just gonna build some more stairs here. Because I'm trying to get up to somewhere. Oh, I grabbed a lot of planks this time. Oh, look how fast I can do that.
This place really is beautiful, even with the dust storms. It's peaceful in a way. I've been working on that tower my whole life and never once stopped to appreciate what we'd spent our lives building. We only looked up to the clouds, hoping we'd someday reach them, so we could prolong our lives. But now that everyone's gone, I know any attempt I might make at accomplishing that would be futile. Rather than spending the rest of my life building a tower, maybe it's time I took a break. It's been a long time, but I think I'm finally done.
Whoa. I think he was gonna jump. I think he was gonna jump, but then it started raining. Wow. Actually blew my mind. My hand is on my forehead right now. Like, oh, whoa, what just happened? That's crazy. You know, hard work pays off. And, you know, hope, there's always hope. Even in the most hopeless kind of situations. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Well, that was Cloud Climber. Little simple game. But I liked it a lot actually. It was a good little project. Little story. And I did like it's an atmosphere you don't ever see. So like something like this, it was a totally different outlook on something. And if you're bored into this kind of situation, who knows, maybe something like this is in the future if we don't listen to maybe scientists, warnings of what the future may be when people are really smart who claim might happen. So just consider everything, be considerate and be kind. Let's dream big and climb some clouds together. All right, that was Cloud Climber. Thank you.